Okay guys, this is not my finest day. My husband's photo studio just burnt down along with half of the contents of our house. So my life is a tornado right now, but this YouTube channel is a priority. So I'm here today. I'm going to create a dark and moody winter and fall makeup look for you. Perfect for what's going on in my life right now. Maybe I'll add a touch of smoke. So I have already done my skin prep, hence why it looks so glowy and gorgeous. Some of the products that I absolutely love to use, I've been testing out this Biore UV Aqua Rich Weightless Moisturizer. I found this at T&T Market. I love that store. Like, as everybody knows, 2025 has been an absolute blow up. That also reminds me of my life right now. Korean beauty and Korean skincare has really blown up. So definitely go to T&T and check out their wonderful array of skincare products. You may not know what a whole bunch of them are, but you can always take a picture, search the internet. ChatGPT is always useful for figuring out what they actually are and what they do. That's a beautiful moisturizer which actually has SPF 50, so you're protecting your face. My favorite under eye cream with caffeine to depuff those dark circles is the Youngblood Eye Impact. So I love this under eye cream. It just gets everything really, really hydrated, which means that your under eye concealer is going to be really nice and smooth, soft looking and not creasing. As you guys know, I love the Youngblood Mineral Primer. My skin is so sensitive, especially to primers, so I really like to use silicone free, nothing that's going to clog my pores, just something really nice and weightless. This one literally feels like silk on your face. Next, I need to prime my eyelids. I'm gonna do a really smoky look for you guys. I really love MAC Paint Pot. Painterly is the shade that's perfect for me. I really like the MAC Paint Pots because it comes in so many different shades, meaning that you can pick one that matches your skin tone. I really like eye primers that have coverage and match your skin tone. Okay, cool. What am I gonna do next? So I'm going to use two different eyeshadow palettes today. I'm going to use one from Urban Decay, the Naked 3, a very classic palette. It has some really nice cool tones. I very often use warm tones, but since I want something extra crisp today, oh my god, I love making fun of my life. I'm going to use cool tones instead of warm tones. And then I'm also going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette because I want to use some of the sparkly fun colors that they have in this palette. Okay, so starting off with brushes, two brushes I'm going to use are from Youngblood. We've got their, I think this one's called the crease brush and the pencil brush. These are two amazing brushes. They're a little bit pricey, but totally worth it for good quality brushes so they don't shed all over your face and they last for years and years and years. I highly recommend investing in good brushes. So I am gonna first of all just use shade Strange. It's just a plain beige, and my fluffy crease brush. I'm just gonna go all over the eyelids for my base. Perfect. Next I'm gonna use shade Nooner, which is kind of like an ashy brown almost. So I'm just going into the crease here with this. I always like to use some sort of transition color right in the crease there, using that crease brush, just really blending it out. Okay, that's a good start. Wonderful. Don't worry about the underneath. We're gonna let this get nice and messy. We'll clean it up afterwards and work on the smokiness on the underneath afterwards. Okay, I'm gonna go to the dark side. Oh my god, I picked the best eyeshadow palette, which is a nice deep gray color. I'm gonna use my pencil brush and I'm just gonna deepen this outer corner here. So I'm using a pencil brush so that I can get more precise with the application. Wonderful, loving the smoke. Whenever I do a more like dark smoky eye, I do like to add in a little bit of color, a little bit of brightness, a little bit of contrast. So I'm gonna apply another paint pot from MAC. This one's called Babe Something Charms. It is this wonderful kind of like two-tone pink and orangey color, which I really like. So I'm gonna apply that just on the kind of inner half of my eyelid, and then I'll be layering it with one of these wonderful Anna Arson ones. So this makeup line is actually created by a makeup artist who took a photography and makeup and hair mentoring workshop with Brandon and I in his old studio a number of years ago, and she's now kind of like a movie makeup and hair artist locally here in Vancouver and the Lower Mainland, and she's made her own makeup line, which I really love these sparkly eyeshadow palettes. So first let's put on the MAC paint pot. It gives this really nice sticky base. And then I will use, which one am I going to use? I want to use the slightly warmer shade, which is 5H metallic eyeshadow. I'm going to use my finger again to apply. It's almost like a bit of a creamy eyeshadow. And I'm just going to pat that over the top. It's just going to give a little bit of extra impact. Nice. I'm going to kind of go in and just kind of add a little bit more smoke back in so it doesn't get covered up too much. Use my bigger fluffy brush just to kind of soften that a little bit more. And then I'm going to kind of replicate this design on the lower lash line before diving in with some eyeliner. I'm going to use a really impactful highlight by Youngblood. I don't even know if they make these Lunar Dusts anymore. This is Twilight, but it's just super iridescent. I'm going to use that to really pump up the brightness on the inner eye, which will really contrast nicely with the darkness. Like I said, I always like to brighten up the dark bits with some nice either colourful, sparkly or iridescent colours. So I will just kind of wipe off my pencil brush or clean it off or use a new pencil brush. You just don't want that dark colour on the brush. And then I'm going to take some of this Lunar Dust and really kind of pack it on right in this area here. And you can even just put a small amount under the brow bone. Next, I'm going to use, again, Black is Black pencil eyeliner from Youngblood. Always use a sharp pencil. Okay, so nice and sharp. Again, Youngblood has a wonderful double-sided sharpener, one for your big pencils, one for your small pencils. I love it. And I'm just going to really start working at that lash line to make it nice and dark and smoky. And I'll use the black eyeshadow from the chocolate gold palette to smoke it out more. Just really focusing the lash line. I think I will do the waterline as well, since I'm going for that extra moody look. I don't normally do a black waterline because I find it closes my eyes, but today I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, I like it. Has like, pops the eye some more. You can even color the upper waterline too. I'm gonna have to do this in either really close. Let's do it really close. Just cloning up here. Okay, now switching to angle brush, Youngblood again. And I'm getting that black color I was telling you guys out just to like smoke out that eyeshadow, the black one. I'm just gonna kind of like, almost like pat on top. Okay, so I'm just using some good old Costco Kirkland makeup removers just to clean up that underneath nice and quickly. So I just want to make sure there's no glitter kind of underneath here or any of the like black specks, because that will just mix in with my concealer and just look. Okay, I'm gonna start with just kind of like concealing under eyes, around the nose, any little red areas, and spreading it outwards. Today I'm gonna be using Makeup Forever Professional, the Lift Concealer. Lift is exactly what I need in my life right now. Lift up these dark circles. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of plonk it on under my eyes. What is happening? I'm like trying to get it to come out, but not too much. I'm scared to press it too much. I am gonna go and dampen me a beauty blender. Just kind of plonking it where I need that coverage. Okay, just gonna grab a damp beauty blender. It's Also, I really like to use the Beauty Blender just because it just blends so nicely. There's no like brush marks. It kind of like pushes it into my skin. It gives like a bit of a more sheer overall coverage. And while I am having this nice glam eye today, I do still like my skin to be nice and natural. It's a nice contrast. I do find on little blemishes it's better to blend with your finger so you don't just wipe it off like I just did. So just kind of like tap with your finger and then kind of tap the edges and wipe the edges. And a finger can be useful under the eye too, just to kind of, you know, get into that corner a little bit better. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of Youngblood's new Beyond Blur Skin Perfecting Foundation. I have not yet brought this into the salon, but I do love it. It's definitely more of like a full coverage, more matte, I would say, foundation. Whereas the one I'm carrying, their original one, is definitely more of a sheer dewy foundation. I'm gonna use this beautiful buffing brush from Youngblood as well, available at primpandproper.com, my online shop. And I'm just gonna kind of pat on a little bit of extra coverage. The color I'm using is LC1. They have a beautiful color range. I'm just going to kind of pat it on. So nice. Just going to use a beauty blender between the brows. Okay, so now that I made myself look like white as a ghost, I need to add all the lovely dimension back into my face. So today, oopsie. Today I am picking blush, Youngblood's Parfait Cream Stick. It's a pinky tone. Again, gonna add a little bit of brightness to that darkness, which I quite like. So I'm just gonna use a finger just to blend it out. You can use a beauty blender too, but just be aware that your beauty blender does have the foundation on it. So it will kind of almost like erase it a bit more. I usually kind of use a finger to begin with and then use the beauty blender around the edges. Oh yeah, and please forgive my fingers. I was digging through the rubble yesterday, so it's really hard to get soot out of your fingernails, and I didn't have time to go and get my nails done, so I'm not just dirty, I swear. Okay, let's see, I need a little bit of contour going on. I'm using Youngblood's new Pro Sculpt Cream Contour Sticks, which I love. This shade is Sunkissed, which is perfect for a little bit of more of that fairer skin tone. So I'm just gonna go underneath my cheekbones, jawline, top of the forehead a little, and sides of the nose, just to put that dimension back in. Again, you can use either like a nice bigger blending brush, smaller blending brush for around the nose. Just remembering to use the right size brush or fingers or beauty blender for what you're trying to achieve. Honestly, if you just think of makeup as like a painting and you have different brushes and different tools for different things to create different looks, then it makes makeup make more sense. At least it does for me. And everybody is artistic. So I'm switching back and forth between all of my tools to achieve the look that I want. Bigger brush for my forehead. If it doesn't shift with the brush, because sometimes it doesn't, it needs the warmth of your fingers to warm it up and move it. That's nice. That makes all the difference in the world. Maybe a smidge more blush. And then we're going to do the highlight. So you can kind of go back and forth between the steps too, again, to create the look that you're trying to create. Okay, next we're gonna do the highlight. Today I'm choosing Youngblood's Pro Glow Cream Highlighter Stick in Moonlit, which is kind of like a nice, again, good color for fair skin, but they have lots of different colors. Adding a little bit of glow to a smoky look. Again, kind of adds that brightness. Balances it really nicely. Just gonna give everything on my eyes just one more little blend just to make sure everything's looking good. And then we'll work on the eyes. Digging this look. Okay, cool. Let's get going with curling lashes and mascara. I'm gonna use the new Colossal Bubble from Maybelline. Really nice mascara that you can really layer on. When you're doing a nice smoky eye, you really do wanna make sure that the lashes are popping because they can disappear very easily. So you could definitely do like a half lash here to really get that like snatched winged look. I don't know if I'll bother my lashes. I get them lifted and they're kind of like, they're still looking pretty good. So I think I'm just gonna layer on this Colossal Bubble. Yeah. Boom, boom, that looks good. Let's figure out what we wanna do for lips. I think I'm gonna use a lip liner in one of Youngblood's new lip oil. A lip liner that I have absolutely been loving this year is from MAC. It's called Whirl. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of a lining first. And then I'm gonna fill it with a lip oil called Pink Dahlia. I love dahlias. Dahlias are my favorite flower. Lip oil from Youngblood. Okay, is there anything I wanna do? Anything I wanna touch up here? I mean, I'm a blush lover. I'm gonna put a little more blush on. Blush is always the first one to go. Yeah. It is so lovely, actually, to feel pretty for a second. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm gonna set it with a setting spray. I just got the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Matte, but I think I wanna go dewy today, so I'm gonna stick with her original. Party all night, stay all day. So this is the finished look. This is my dark and moody winter and fall makeup look that I hope you really enjoyed, incorporating a nice and natural but very flawless, colorful and glowing skin, a nude hydrated lip, and really having some fun in those eyes with that smoky contrasting with that bright glitter. I hope you like this look. Remember, you can always add some half lashes in the outer corners for some vavavoom. I think this is the perfect look for any of these kind of evening events we have coming up during this dark and dreary time. I hope your day will be better than mine. So I've linked all of the products and tools in the comments down here for you. Feel free to check them out. If you've got any questions about the products, the application techniques, or the disaster that's going on in my life, please leave comments down here. I'm always happy to give you a little chat. You can follow along with my disastrous life on my Instagram stories, Faye Smith Beauty. It's very entertaining at the moment. It's like a news story if you want to check it out. Remember, I love making these tutorials for you guys. So if you have anything that you really want to see, whether it's makeup tutorials, hair tutorials, business tips and advice, anything to do with being a mama, let me know. Give me your ideas in the comments below. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Please make sure to like, comment, share this video, watch this video, learn from this video, do step by step with me, and of course, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.